Yo, welcome to the New Normal Podcast. If you're over there on YouTube, make sure y'all like, comment, and especially subscribe. You over there, you watching on Facebook, y'all make sure y'all give us some shares, like the video. Today we're gonna talk about this Michael B. Jordan and Laura Harvey situation and the woman experience. And the reason I'm calling it the woman experience is because I see a lot of women have a lot to say and men are disagreeing. So I just want to get an insight on the quote unquote woman experience. So today I got Cedrica with me.
Hello.
You want to tell the people about yourself, handles, anything?
No pics, please. On Insta, Cedrica Ronell. Facebook, it's Stoopster on the Snap. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, tell us what y'all think, and make sure y'all tune in next time.
All right. So, um, Lord Harvey not wanting to be married at 25. Is 25 too young?
I don't think 25 is too young. I don't think any age is too young for marriage. I think maturity determines if you're ready for marriage or not. So, no, I don't think 25 is too young.
Do you think women understand age when it comes to dating? Like women are saying 25 is young, and you got men saying 25 is a great age. So, do you think women understand that actually 25 may be on the latter ends of being young?
I can see why 25 might appear to be the a great age for marriage. You're in your prime. Your womb is, in a perfect, place to bear children. So I can see why 25 would be quote unquote a good age. But I feel like it's all about preference.
Would you get married at 25?
No, I personally
Why
wouldn't get
not?
married at 25. Me personally, I just want to make sure that I experience life.
Okay, so
And
that's what we're talking about. What is the experience?
for me, um, I'm 26 right now, and I don't believe that I'm ready to get married right now. I wouldn't get married right now. The reason why, I don't believe that I've, grown into the woman that I'm meant to be as of yet. I'm not mature enough to handle conflict as of yet. I could be better with communication. So I just feel like I have a lot more growing to do before I'm able to be married and be able to give the best version of myself to my husband.
When you say conflict, what you mean? You say conflict like you be flat niggas ties, throwing bricks, like what?
No, not that.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
very dismissive when it comes to conflict and when I've done something wrong. I have a hard time most of the time taking accountability for that. And
Hmm.
I think a lot of people do. It's a lot of people do. So I can be very passive and dismissive when it comes to conflict or taking accountability for something.
So you don't think that getting older would be harder for you to handle conflict because they say people when people get older they
The
get stuck in their
tolerance.
ways. Yeah, and tolerance is lower. They want to do stuff how they've always done. And if you have a person that's been older and they've done it this long for this far, it's kind of like, who are you to tell me that I need to change XYZ? So you don't think that'll be an issue?
I don't think so. I feel like with age, I believe the same with age comes wisdom. So I believe as you get older, you grow more wise.
Hmm.
So it's possible that you're stuck in your ways, but I feel like at that point, 30 plus possibly, um, you pretty much got a solid outlook on right and wrong. And at that point, then, you can't take any criticism, possibly. But me personally, I don't believe so. I think I'll be more receptive as I grow older.
So why do you think men like women that are younger? Let's ask that question. Why do you think men find it attractive to date a younger woman?
That's an interesting question. I don't know why men prefer younger women. Maybe this is me assuming, so don't nobody jump down my
We
throat.
we having a podcast, so a lot of this shit is
um
assumption and what we think. So let's go. Why do you think that?
Initially I would believe just off the rip and asking the question, I would believe because you can mold someone
Okay,
that's
I
younger.
agree.
You can pretty much, you know, I want to use the right words, but mold them into what you feel like you need. You can teach them, teach a younger person more about your wants and needs so they can, cater exactly to what you want and
Hmm.
need. Me personally, I prefer to date men that's older than me. And it's for that reason because I'm a learner. I feel like if you can teach me something it instantly makes me more attracted to you. So that's my reasoning for dating older men.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, and a lot of women. I don't. Do you think women care
About age,
about wanting to be molded to be for a man?
I think it depends on the woman.
I'm just saying, not individual, just a general census consensus. Like the women you've talked to, the women you've been around, social media.
No,
You don't think women care?
no.
Okay, and I think that's a lot of
In
the
general.
issue. Yeah, in general, I don't think women care either, and I think that's our problem when it comes to dating because we live in the time of sexual liberation, and when men hear about a woman's not being ready or she needs more experience, the only thing we can think about is the baloney pony, right? She wants to get on a carousel, and the thing with that is a woman has a lot more dick dust on her, right?
Hmm.
She got to be dusted off. You got to fix up. You want to try to fix an image of maybe like a Kanye trying to do a Kim K, but it's only so much that a man can take from a woman's past, right? And you want to be prideful with a woman that you're with, right?
Hmm.
So, and women don't understand the concept of age. So, men say every day is a woman turning 18. So, a 25-year-old is 7 years older than a bitch that's just turned 18. And 7 years is a lot less experience,
Hmm.
a lot less damage, a lot less heartache, a lot less dicks. I had a woman one time when I was, out there tell me, I was like, hey, suck my dick like this. She like, well, I don't do it like this. I was taught to do it like this. I'm like, and I said, bitch, who dick is you sucking? Like, what the fuck? Like, what this shit is weird for you to tell me I wasn't taught. Well, bitch, I'm teaching you how to suck my dick. Like, I don't know what the fuck this other person
Take the
taught you.
instructions.
Like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck this other person then taught you and shit, but my nigga, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, when you are dating, women understand the concept or what it means to date and the age range of dating.
Hmm.
And another issue is I see men having is if the shoe was on the other foot and Lord Harvey broke up with him on the strength of he wasn't ready, the women will have the outrage of, oh, he's wasting her time, or men ain't shit, or dogging her, or whatever, because she come off the back end of Future, and Future made a song, Tell Steve Harvey I Don't Wanna, and then Michael B. Jordan would have been like, look, tell Steve Harvey I don't want to too. Then it would have been like, damn, is something wrong with the bitch? Or nigga just ain't shit. It would have been the same rhetoric going on and on. So, like, my thing is, why isn't she wasting his time now?
I don't feel like either way, whether she broke up with him or he broke up with her, I don't think it necessarily means a waste of time. Just going off a hypothetical because we don't necessarily know
We
the
don't know.
reason.
This is strictly just a conversation we're
Yeah.
having, and I don't know. I don't give a fuck, but we doing a podcast, so it's good content. So let's get it.
Let's say that she broke up with him because she just didn't want to be with him no more. She wanted to move on. She wanted to continue to date and experience life. I personally don't see a problem with that. Even
Hmm.
if it was the other way around and he broke up with her after a year, I wouldn't see the problem with that. And the reason why is I think a lot of times we tend to stay in a situation because I don't want to waste a year of my life. And if I leave, then it's just going to be all this time wasted. I feel like that's a horrible excuse to stay with someone. If yesterday or last week she woke up and said, okay, well, this is something I have an expectation and I see that he can't meet that expectation,
Hmm.
that's more than enough to be able to get up and walk out.
So how long do you think it should take a person to understand what's a good time frame? Should it be 3 months, dating a person 3 months, dating a person 6 months, a year and a half? Like, how long does it take for you to think that you truly vetted a person enough to say, I need to leave?
I feel like that's hard because a lot of time starting off meeting somebody and just starting dealing with someone, you always get the representative first. A person is
Hmm.
always going to give you the best version of themselves in the beginning. And sometimes it may take more than 3 months in order for that person to let down their guard and start to show their true self.
Mhm.
So I don't think it's a specific amount of time to figure out, if this person is capable of giving you what you need. But I do feel like it is a time limit on, okay, it's been long enough. What's next? If that makes sense.
So jobs typically give you 90 days, and since we're talking about Steve Harvey daughter,
Probationary period.
he said give you 90 days too. That was Steve Harvey said you got to do put me in on 90-day rule. So do you think it would take 90 days to see a person's true self, or you think it'd be a little longer?
I think it'll take longer to
Uh,
to know a person's true self. In 90 days, we haven't gotten in a real intense argument yet. We haven't really had a difference of an opinion that's
I don't know.
really
You don't think you got in an argument with somebody in 90
an
days yet?
argument, yeah, about you not
Oh,
texting me
okay.
back or not picking up your phone or being out at the club, but we
Okay.
haven't actually gotten into an argument of substance, something that's, really means something and
Mhm,
is going to change something,
mhm.
or an argument that's worth leaving about because the subject is so heavy. I
Yeah.
don't believe in 90 days you've reached that point. No.
Mm. See, my thing is a lot of conversations. See, we live in a text era now.
Mm.
And so I've dated women that, just text me. And the reason that a lot of women want you to text them because most women can't hold conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about what men do, so don't because I don't date men. So I'm
Because men
speaking
can't hold
right
conversations.
because
I got
because
y'all ladies.
because I already know she coming. That's why I'm saying because you know how you get on these you speak in general terms and then well men do it. No, I'm speaking from my experience. My experience is women don't hold conversations very well. Most women lead with pussy, right? Lead with pussy. Like that's all they have to offer. Now, nigga, all men want to just fuck. So if you date a nigga and you don't know that you a grown person and you just out here just thinking that a man should want to date you simply because you smart. Hell, when I approach you, I don't approach you because you smart. I approach you because I seen a fat ass. Hey, I seen the way you walk,
Ah,
them
fuck
hips, them
her.
titties. Like, yeah, I like, yeah, bitch, yeah, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But for the opposite side, when we're talking about women, women only have sex to offer. And it's like, why the fuck would I cherish your vagina and you've given it to so many other people, right? And that goes to like Michael B. Jordan, and then you got all these other people in her roster. And like I say, as a woman in her dating pool, so far from what we know, she's got a great roster of men, you know what I'm saying, as far as the money wise
Six
go.
figure
You know,
men.
the what you talking about niggas that's 7 figures, 8 figures, you feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So we her roster is good, but after a while, will that translate later?
And I don't think the money matters to a person with money. Well, let me clarify. She has a lot of her roster is filled with men with seven, eight, nine figures, but I don't think that's a determining factor for her or
Mm,
for a woman that has her own. So for a regular woman, it may make a difference how much money a
mm.
man makes, but for her, I don't think it's a determining factor at all. She doesn't need you. That's me assuming.
That's you assuming. So you telling me so basically she got the money, she can go and date a nigga named Ray Ray just on the corner.
Just off the strength,
Why she
yeah.
ain't then? If she ain't ready and we in the same circle pool of niggas, because let's be real, how many niggas do you think you have to go through to find the one?
I don't like the go through. I'm not gonna say she didn't.
Nigga, that's what it is. You going through
No,
niggas. Niggas
she's.
like, oh, he ain't it. Throw him to the side. He ain't it. Throw this nigga to the side.
But
Like,
isn't that how dating works? You date until you find the person that's
well, no,
it.
not necessarily. Dating did not work go like that. That the way we date now is some modern shit. But yo, typically how you dated was your daddy found who you was gonna fucking marry. That's how you dated. It was like, hey, my
That ain't
nigga,
been happening for a long
and
time.
you see where the fuck we at now. All right. Okay then. So like I was saying, dating how we date nowadays is way different than how men, dated women back then. I still remember my grandfather telling me how he dated my grandmother, and it was never going to no movies, never going out to get nothing to eat. Hey, if I wanted to date your grandmama, I pulled up to the house, your great granddaddy had a swing, and we sat on the porch on the
And
swing,
talked
and we
all night.
talked, and I was around their family. He got to know me, and I was capable of taking care of his daughter because at the end of the day, men, fathers are more hypergamous than daughters, right?
Mhm.
We want to make sure that a man is capable of taking care of our daughter, because if I had to still spend money on her, take care of her,
You
you're
ain't
not
doing it.
suitable, right? You're
Hmm.
not suitable to take on my daughter. And like I said, I know it's a headache dealing with daughters. Most men I know that have daughters, it's scary to have a daughter, right? The shit that you go through to have a daughter, the knowing that, when she's out there on her own devices, it's like, sometimes she's thinking emotionally or irrationally because of how women are. And men typically and should be the covering for women,
Hmm.
right? And I don't know how a lot of people believe, but some people are raised up in church. So you have God, man, woman, and children. So man is typically the covering for woman, so she won't, fuck up or do nothing wrong. You feel what I'm saying? And so when women are always left out here to sleep around and do what they want to do, that's why you gotta, when you have sexual liberation, you have the breakdown of family. Then you have to have shit like abortion, a bunch of contraceptives, is a whole bunch of shit, because like I'm saying, like, women are loose, women are wild, and it's still wild to me that you have stats that say men are more virgins to in this day and age than ever before, which is crazy as fuck to me. I
I
wouldn't.
contribute that to social media. But
You
go
think
ahead.
so?
Absolutely. But go
Maybe,
ahead, I'm listening.
but maybe so. But like I was saying, we date differently. And so the whole woman experience is the thing that is baffling and confusing to men. And that's why I have a woman on here to try to clear up or clarify this woman experience. Because the niggas, we want to know, we need the game. We need to, we do. We
Drop
need to,
all of the
yeah, we need
gems.
the game. We need help. We need to know, like, hey, I've been dating Shorty for 5 years. I'm finally about to propose, and I get on one knee. We've been kicking it for 5 years, and you see these videos on Facebook, and the bitch like, no, like, bitch, we were dating 5 years. Hey, as a man, I'm thinking maybe I done dated you a little too long. So why now, when I'm ready to propose and get in this relationship
But
with you,
that's rare. It's rare
my
for a
nigga?
man to feel like I've been with you too long for us not to be married.
No,
That's
that no, no,
usually
no,
the
no, no, no,
woman.
no. As a man, I'm telling you, as men and men groups, yeah, we've had I've had that conversation with
Mm,
men. And it's not necessarily what I said. That's just me cut and dry because I'm a straightforward person. But it'd be like, well, we've been together, for a pretty long time. She's been really good to me, and it's like a lot of times men are trying to rationalize why they haven't
mm,
married a woman. So it's like I should have been did this shit basically. She's been good to me. If he has kids, she's been good to my daughter. If they had children together, he'll be like, oh, well, our kids together. She's a good mother. She takes care of me. Never been caught up in any bullshit. Never put me in any bullshit or things like that. So
mhm,
when a woman is trying to when a man has been with a woman for so long, he will rationalize of why he has not done something. And sometimes he have a conversation in the men's group or talk to his father, talk to his homeboys to just make sure that he's thinking clearly and not thinking in the sense of just being head over heels in love, because men are very dangerous when it comes to love.
mhm. I know. Yeah.
We are way more dangerous when it comes to love than y'all are.
And heartbreak. I agree.
It just is what it is. When a man is in love, we are very, very, very dangerous.
Territorial.
Territorial. I
That's
think
the
we're all
word.
territorial, but just murder suicide. Just think about like
Mm,
Metro Boomin. You heard that story?
no.
So Metro Boomin's mother was killed by her boyfriend, and then he killed himself.
Mm,
They just had a story maybe a month ago. It was a white couple. He killed his wife, the kids, and himself.
yeah.
Like we don't know the gist behind those stories and stuff, but we hear a lot of things of murder suicides a lot with men that can't take heartbreak or breakups, and sometimes a lot of times they'll kill the woman, the kids, and themselves.
And the pets.
Right. They're when the man is hurt or scorned, like, it's all hell break loose. Like
Hmm.
women, y'all do shit, y'all might break windows and shit, but y'all know at the end of the day, you got a vagina. There's a lot of niggas want your vagina. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go and find you another nigga and shit. You know what I'm saying? But a nigga is like, bitch, I done invested a lot in you. You know what I'm saying? put my roster up, and bitch, I'm bald now, and the nigga might not have
My
the amount
time
of
and
money.
came and
You
gone.
know what I'm saying? I might not even have the money now. You feel that I thought I was gonna have.
Oh.
But if a nigga got some bread, it probably ain't as bad. But men just don't take heartbreak as well as women.
Mhm.
And I don't know if women understand it. And that's why I tell women, I make a saying, I'm gonna play with your life like you play with my feelings.
Mm.
And it's equivalent to
Keep
me.
me out your life. Okay.
I'm just saying that's how men think. And I tell my homegirls this, all of them, like, I'm gonna play with your life like you play my feelings. Like, if you with a nigga and you finna be on some foul shit, you need to just be straightforward, because a lot of times we get mixed up and confused when it comes to dating because of lying.
Mm-hmm.
Lying muddies the water with everybody, your intentions, and a lot of times we don't know why people are even in our lives.
I agree.
And that's the thing. A lot of us haven't been taught how to date or
Mm.
learned how to vet people enough to
Mm-hmm.
who we can and cannot have in our lives. You got to think about this. Even on social media, right? People will get upset with somebody, right? Have a
Mm-hmm.
whole cuss out war and all this shit, but they won't unfollow them. Like, that shit is weird. Like, nigga, if you don't like what I'm posting, just unfollow me. Block
Yeah.
me. Like, my nigga, you don't have to go to war meal, and it ain't got to be no beef. But people go and make a beef with people on social media they never met a day in their life over a difference of opinion.
Mm-hmm.
We got to the point where we don't even have, we don't understand the proper ways of conflict resolution. My nigga, social media has taken over so many people's lives, they don't even know just to turn the fucking phone off.
I
So
agree.
just think about, we in that society are dating these same people.
I agree. But like you said, people don't know how to date. And then you have people that date for different reasons. You have people that's dating with intention. They know exactly why they're dating. They have a goal. They probably want a family and kids, or they want polygamy. So they go into these dates and these, situations already knowing what the criteria is, what check list they need to check the boxes off. They know everything. But then you have people that date for the fun of it. You have people that date because, oh, he fine and I want to fuck him. So I'm gonna talk to you and we gonna do that. And you have situations like that. And I think the reason why so many misunderstandings when it
Mhm,
comes to dating and expectations is because there's no communication about expectations.
mhm.
You have me that's wanting a husband and kids, and you want a side bitch and you don't want churn. But we haven't talked about that because the only thing that you know is that I look good and I probably got nice tits. And what I know about you is you have a nice car and you got a good job.
Mhm.
But outside of that, that's the only connection that we have to each other. So lines start to get blurred down the line and things start getting muddy and messy because we haven't actually communicated and put out this expectations. Hey, this is what I need and want. Can you meet those needs and wants?
Mhm.
Okay, you can't. Well, this won't work for us. Or you can. Okay, well, let's. What do you need and want from me? And then I can figure out if I can provide you with what you need and want, and then we go from there. But that's not happening. That
See,
step is being
see,
missed.
my thing is I think people should come up with a relationship 10 commandment. They should.
Have we
Every
got to the point where
eh,
we need commandments
we
for
need
dating?
we need 10. We need, because you got to think about this. It's not like we got fathers in homes to vet men.
That's true.
Your parents, you got to understand, when it comes to dating, your parent is your first line of defense. Excuse me, especially for women to not get their heart broke. Like, you don't give a fuck if your son really get, like, I don't care if my son's were to get married and out of or whatnot. But my daughter, if she's out here dating and stuff like that, I would kind of want her to have that safeguard, because I understand that if you think about like group homes, not group homes, but like shelters and shit. Shelters are typically for women and kids, not for men. That's why you see way more homeless men on the streets than you do women and kids, because people give money, the government gives so much money to like nonprofits and stuff to keep those programs and stuff going, instead of things for men. So that's why I say with a son and men, we typically understand that, hey, I got to get out here and get it. But women, at the end of the day, if they fall on hard times, they always have something to fall on, right? And I would prefer my daughter not have to depend on shelters or the government or something like that. I think if she was in a great home, a good environment, a loving husband with her kids in a stable environment would be much better for her than to be, like I said, depending on the government, depending on shelters, being in and out. And the thing is, women should not be homeless or depending on shelters at any time when you have a vagina. Now, some women,
Here we go.
now some women,
Here
I'm just
we
gonna
go.
say, some women want to be on the more high ground when they fucked up, and it's weird. Like I don't understand how you want to be on the more high ground, and I gotta go and be at the shelter before they fucking close to get a bed. Like my nigga, you could go and find a
No,
nigga, and I'm just saying, it's a weird thing.
let's not put that in the atmosphere,
Well, I'm just
please.
saying, bro.
Please.
People been selling. Let's be real. People always been selling pussy.
It's the oldest profession.
Okay, people.
I know.
Okay,
I
people
know.
been selling pussy. People were selling pussy before selling pussy was a thing. Like they didn't even call. They didn't even know what to call it. You know what I'm saying?
Trade and barter.
Or whatever. But shit, it just is what it is. But I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. Women gotta understand that playing with a man's emotions is very dangerous, right? And so when you see the outrage from men, you see a lot of women writing think pieces and dissertations and shit on why they don't understand why men are so outraged. But as a man who's dated women and you really liking a woman and she bullshitting, you understand, like, my nigga, I understand. I can empathize with your pain right now, my nigga, because we all want to beat that bitch ass. You feel what I'm saying? Because we all been there. We've all felt that type of pain. You feel what I'm saying? So just like when women get on there on like social media or with their friend groups and shit like that, and they can talk about something all and be like, "Oh yeah, bitch, you shouldn't let that nigga do whoop the whoop and all of that." You feel what I'm saying? Because you empathize and you feel the same way with a lot of shit that's going on pertaining to your friend's relationship. So I think a lot of men understand and have been through a situation where you've dated a woman or something like that, and it wasn't the best situation. Let me
I
share this.
agree, but it goes both ways. I think it's women dealing with those type of situations are much more prevalent than men. I think because men will go through. Okay, I'm gonna put it like this. I believe that when women date and deal with a man, usually 9 times out of 10, it's because she sees something in him that she likes and she feels like she can be with that man. Men deal with women just off the pussy itself
But
with no intention.
let's be real.
So,
If you are an adult woman
uh
right
huh.
now, you should know that
Mm-hmm.
I'm strictly here right now. Right now. The initial attraction is sex.
Okay.
Is that not true?
Okay. That's true. Okay.
Okay. The just sex. So that's, yes, I'm here to have sex with you. That's
Now let
all I
me
want.
stop you there.
Okay.
You're here to have sex.
Right.
Don't get mad when you get your heart broke. Don't go to the guy
No,
group
no, no, no,
chat
no, 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 no,
and
no. See
have
that?
a
See,
hissy fit
you can't.
because you
No,
was only here for
no.
sex
I'm only here for sex.
right
Right,
now.
right now.
Okay.
But that's when the
Mhm.
conversation should ensue, and that's why I say we should have a relationship commandment. Because let's you've seen plenty of people say, "Oh, I turned my sneaking link into my husband." So we both was fucking. We both was sneaking around. Now I'm married to this motherfucker. So I've seen that a lot,
Yeah.
right? So your relationship 10 commandments should be something where people can just write, "Hey, this is what I know I need. I'm at an age now and I understand of myself enough to know that I need XYZ. I need to write down the list. You need to write down the list. And then what's on your list, if I say this is a necessity, then I should be able, be man or woman, to be like, look, I cannot do this right
Hmm.
here. I know I can't give you this. I know I'm not there yet. Or a person should say, I know I can't do it. I should leave. Or he or she should say, I know I can't do that, but if you give me time
I
to
can work
work on it,
towards it.
I can work towards it. And that's our biggest issue, is because, like I said, we don't know what we are looking for. And I don't think age, like we said, 25, we say that's young. And like I said, I don't think women understand what age means when it comes to dating for men, right?
I don't think a regular 25-year-old woman, our man, honestly know exactly what they need out of their partner. Outside
I,
of
d- I,
stability,
I don't think we know. We don't even know ourselves.
there we go. I agree.
We don't.
I agree.
I would say that no, I don't. We've seen old fools. We didn't seen we didn't
Real
seen
old
we didn't seen
fools.
50, 60-year-old motherfuckers still doing the same shit. Just look at TikTok.
I
You saw them
agree.
old bitches on TikTok half naked
And
still
them old
twerking.
ass
I
men.
don't see. Look, I don't follow men. I'm
Okay.
interested
But
in
I
women. I'm
gotta
not
throw it
finna.
out there because
Okay,
we
well,
gonna get up off us.
okay,
Okay.
but I agree. I didn't specify gender. I said we don't know ourselves,
I
right?
agree.
And so my thing is, if we don't know ourselves, and it's possibility we probably would never know ourselves.
I won't go that far.
It's
I have
a
hope.
that's a possibility we would not know
I
ourselves
have
ever.
hope for us.
And the reason I say that is because we see a lot of old people, a lot of old fools.
Setting a
But
horrible example. I agree.
but the thing about relationships, and this is why I believe relationships, we should be in relationships, is because your partner should be your mirror. Moneybag Yo said she's a reflection of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not necessarily she is me, she does me, but she's my mirror,
All right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So if she's my mirror and I have someone that sees me every day, right? Every single day, she could tell me, "Hey, baby, you've been a little mooded today. Why did you wake up like this? Um, you typically do this for me. Why did you change the way you do this?
Mm-hmm.
You typically talk to me this way. You typically react this way when something's going wrong. You're acting different."
Mm-hmm.
Like those are the good things about relationships because relationships help us grow as people
Mm-hmm.
because you have someone there every day.
But relationships can also halt your growth.
I This is what I say. I don't think relationships halt growth. I don't personally think that. I think I this is my personal belief. Who you in is in a relationship, and if you never grow, you probably was never going to grow either way.
I disagree with that. I believe that sometimes you can end up with a person that don't want to see you do better because they feel like if you grow,
Because you
you're
don't want
gonna
to see
outgrow
yourself do better.
them. I disagree. I feel like you can want the best for yourself, but if you have a partner or a friend group or whatever that's holding you back, that can halt your growth
So
until
how
you
many
get rid of
so how
them.
many times have we seen people leave people
Of
because they
course,
said
this happened, but
okay, but
I've you've seen more times than
more
not.
times than not, people do not leave and get better.
I disagree. I disagree.
Okay, so let's break this down. So what things typically do people leave people for to get better in? Because most of the time when I see people leave a relationship, typically it's money, infidelity, or family. Those are the typical things, three reasons that people are breaking up or divorcing, right?
I
Or those things. Okay, then you have your little caveats that people say, um, he like I've heard this. He didn't want a lot out of life, or she didn't want a lot out of life.
Mhm.
Like you knew this bitch didn't want a lot out of life when y'all were just fucking around.
I don't think so because people give you their representative. A person can literally.
If I say if I'm here and I'm fucking you and
Mhm.
we just been fucking
Mhm.
and I never said while I'm laid up pillow talking with you, hey baby, I was thinking about starting a business, but I just roll over and say, hey, hey baby, let me get some more pussy. You feel what I'm saying? What you mean? You ain't. I don't have to. A lot of this shit doesn't have to be. I'm direct with it. Some things are just indirect. Some things are learning body language, and that's why I said we ain't learned the vet. Because if I'm with a person and I've been with them for a while, and they're sitting here saying, um, hey, you want to fuck today? Or they never talk about their goals, their visions, their dreams, what they're trying to accomplish, how they see themselves in 5 years. Like, and you don't even, those are conversations you don't even have to initiate. You don't have to say, like an interview, hey, what do you see yourself in 5 years? Those are sometimes after sex conversations. So if I'm fucking somebody and we don't even have great pillow talk,
That's the problem.
right?
But what I'm saying is, you'll be in a relationship with someone, and I've seen it before, and I'm sure it happens often, where one person will get content. They content in this house. They're content with their job. They're content with everything. And you may have the woman that's like, you know, I want to get a new job. But why? Because their job is good. You've heard of people cheating. Why are you cheating? Because he didn't have time for me. He was always at work. I feel like stuff like that is halting the growth of the other person. If you start to have a problem with, and it happens, a person wanting to do better. We got $100,000 house now, but I want to work towards a $500,000 house. But why? This house nice. I
But
like
that
this house.
but that's a lot of issues with men and women because men stretch themselves a lot thinner than women when it comes to financial shit. Studies show women control how 80% money is spent in the house,
Hmm.
right? So if I'm a man and I know what my budget is, I know what you make, then me in $100,000 house is okay. But a woman will say, hey, I want something bigger. And the man and sometimes men are not strong enough or have the backbone enough to say, hey, bitch, we don't make enough money to be trying to do that shit. But it's like, okay, baby, I'm gonna try to, try to make it work. And then that's why finances is the number one reason people get
Get
divorced
divorced. Hmm.
because now y'all was living comfortable, y'all can manage or whatever, but now you didn't put yourself in a situation. You didn't bought her a new car, you didn't probably put y'all in a house that costs more. So now just the new car and the house alone, then probably didn't put y'all budget over $1,000 more than what y'all was normally paying,
I
where
feel like
y'all was
that
comfortable.
in itself is a problem. Living
But
above, I wouldn't want a partner that
hold on,
forces us to live above our means.
women studies. These are all studies. Women
The
typically,
facts
the women
say
typically live above their means.
I can believe that.
Women, that's why most of your commercials are geared towards women. That's
Women more
why you have
impulsive. Yeah, of
impulse
course.
counters when you go
Yeah.
shopping. So those women typically live above their means. Men will be minimalist if given it. Like they had a meme on Facebook, and it was showing like a guy with a couch and a TV in the room, and it was a comment. I don't remember what the comment, but it's a woman comment, and but the dude couching, and it was like it hurts women's feelings how easy it is to make us happy.
No, I okay. I can see that. I understand that. But at the same time, a woman to have just a couch and a TV and she ain't got no furniture. A man to have just a couch and a TV and it's okay because he a minimalist and men don't need all that. The
Let's hold
expectation
on. No,
is
no, no,
so
no.
much more
Now
different
that
for a man versus a
no, no,
woman.
no, no. See, this is where the lines get muddy because you're trying to compare a man and a woman to things that we like and what we need, right? So a woman not doing that because let's be clear. If I'm going into a woman shit and she just got a couch and a TV, I'm gonna say this bitch ain't got no furniture, right?
Exactly.
I'm gonna say
My
this bitch.
point.
Hold on, no, no,
But what if
no,
she's
no,
just a
no.
minimalist?
Hold on. You're right. You're right about
Okay.
she could be a minimalist, but women in general are not,
Okay.
right? So on a general census, right?
Hmm.
When I'm going to a woman's house and I see she lives like that, I'm like, oh, this bitch don't know how to decorate. Like, cause I'm thinking when I'm dating a woman, I'm looking for a woman to come together so she can make my house a home.
Hmm.
So I want to see family pictures on the wall. And I want to see you put little decorative shit right here. I want you to go buy candles for this. I want you to be able to pick out, curtains and certain type of paints and different type of shit to give our house a feng shui or feeling because that's what women do when they come into the household. Women give the house energy. When you somebody here, you've been in a couple's house or a married people's house, and like you could just feel the love.
Yeah.
Okay, that don't come from the man.
Usually older couples, but yeah.
Yeah, they've been through a lot of shit to build that
Yeah.
love. But when you walk into a house and you be like, "Oh, this is a house built on love," women do that. Men don't do that shit.
I agree with
And
you.
so that's what I'm saying. You can't compare what a man does and what a woman does because we're different. And
Absolutely.
that's been our issue.
But
That's why we're talking about the woman experience
when it
because
comes to women
you can't you cannot
being
you can't
more,
you cannot compare.
it's the reasoning. It's like, okay, women spend live out of their means, right?
Right.
Because if she don't have enough, it's a problem. She just got a
Now
couch and a
hold
TV.
on.
It's a problem.
But you're gonna spend it anyway. And let's be clear, women are us living above their means with shit they want. Not because she's trying to impress a man. She's gonna buy a Louis Vuitton purse. I'm not
No.
looking at a bitch that's bought a Louis Vuitton purse and being
Well,
like
that bad.
that
Nice.
bag. That's not some shit that I'm fucking saying. I'm not finna say that. So when you understand that when a person, when you see women, and you got to think about it, we think that women have a lot of this fake shit going on. No, bitches are spending credit cards and shit because they want the real thing, right? So just think about how many people work and only make $40,000, $50,000 a year and
Bitches
got
only make
a
45.
and got a $2,000 bag. Just think about that. That shit crazy. You should only have a $200 bag if you're making $40,000, $50,000 a year,
If she
right?
saved for a couple of years about her bag, what's the
But no, if
problem?
she saved for a couple of years, but
Okay,
we
because
know
I be
why we playing.
saving.
Why we playing? Why are you
I
playing?
be saving for my
Because
bag.
straight up, straight up, people are not saving. Women are not saving.
Men aren't saving either, but go ahead.
My nigga, because we taking care of y'all ass. What you mean? We struggling to
Please send me a man to take care of me. Because I don't know no man that's here. Please send me
No,
one.
that's because you got bad pussy management. But that's what it is. I'm be real with you. If you was out here doing right, then you have your nigga taking care of you. Shit.
Why it gotta be the pussy?
It's bad pussy man. Man,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna be real.
God.
I'm gonna be real.
Bad pussy
It's
management.
bad pussy management, my nigga. Look, it's me and my homeboys having this conversation, right? Me and my homeboy and my wife who was having this conversation. And basically the conversation would be, if I was rich, would I deal with a bitch that's in the industry, or would I find me just a regular bitch?
Of course, you would find a regular bitch.
Me,
I know.
Find a regular bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
What make you think that I gotta figure this shit out. What make you think that I would just find a regular bitch?
Because you would you?
Yeah, I would.
I know.
I'll find a regular bitch. So my homeboy, he was like, I don't know, because some of them bitches be bad. And I was like, I understand why them niggas fuck with them type of bitches. And my wife said, you wouldn't date them, but you would fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I definitely would fuck them. And the reason that I would fuck them, because you got to understand, when you watching shit like, I was watching, I think it was Basketball Wives, right? All
Mm-hmm.
these bitches had went to the doctor to get some pussy rejuvenation shit. They stick a wand in your shit. The shit make a laser and supposed to build cells back in your pussy. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, in my mind, like, what the fuck is that? So with that understand, I'm like, these bitches on TV, they doing all of this shit. So it's like, these hoes is on a whole nother level of pussy maintenance than their average bitch. Taking different classes, Karma Sutra shit, sugaring a pussy,
because that's the business,
bleaching their asshole.
That's the business.
Like, they just taking that shit way farther.
Because that's the business.
I understand it, and that's what I'm saying. Is when you talking about women and pussy management, they doing it for a certain type of way, and understand that these niggas are coming across so many bitches at that level. You have to be an elite, right? So what I'm saying to you is, if you was pussy management good and you just trying to find you a nigga that's just elite of us regular niggas, you will be in the game. So you might need to step up your
that requires pussy on call.
What you mean pussy on call?
If he taking care of me because my pussy management is good, that means that pussy is on call. I'm not okay with it because I'm not a super sexual person. I'm okay not having sex for 3 months. Like, if you okay with it, I'm okay with it. So my pussy can't be the main priority. It can't. My pussy cannot determine if you're gonna take care of me or not. It can't, because I'm a fail.
Bad. But you prove what I just said. Bad pussy management.
I'm a fail because I'm not that sexual. I'm okay.
So it's bad pussy management.
Yeah,
you agree on
I'll
that?
take it.
Okay.
I take it.
Well, as long as you agree on
I
that.
take it.
So when we understand, we're talking about a Laura Harvey and these niggas is with her, I'm pretty sure her pussy management is probably top tier.
Okay.
I'm just assuming. As a nigga looking from the outside in, I don't know these people. I've never even been close to her. I don't know what it smell like, feel like, none of that. But
so I don't know pussy feel the same. Don't know two pussies feel the same. I ain't never fucked no pussy, so I don't know.
You
Tell
probably stuck
me.
your fingers in them. So shit. What you
In
mean?
my own.
Oh, okay. But anyways, um, do pussies feel different? I don't know.
That's my thing.
Uh, I,
Because
honestly, this is just this is me.
mm-hmm,
I'm well experienced with women, right?
mm-hmm.
So my thing with a woman is not necessarily on her pussy feel. You feel what I'm saying? It's more on so her willingness and her sexual abilities,
Okay. There we
right?
go.
So like let's say if all the bitches that I fuck, if you gave them all the same pussy, it wouldn't be all the same pussy
Right. I get you.
because some bitches can do certain positions that other ones can't. Some people can ride differently. Some women
And
are
some make it more
willing
insane. She gonna
can
moan even though it don't feel
right.
good. She
Some
gonna call your name
moan.
even though
Some
she
women
don't
got
feel nothing.
certain type of sex appeal. Some bitches let you skeet on their face. Some bitches, I ain't never did it. Some bitches lick assholes. Some bitches don't. Like I say, it ain't necessarily so much of
The feeling of
the
the
feeling of the
pussy.
pussy,
It's
just how she like, and this is
how
what I
you
say.
gonna make me achieve my nut,
Yeah,
basically.
I call them go girls. Like this is my go girl. She gonna go for whatever the fuck I'm with,
I like
right?
that you have a name for it.
That's what I'm always looking for. I'm looking for a go girl. Bitch, you on go, we on go. Like I don't want to be in there. I've never liked women where I feel like I have a restriction when it comes to sex.
You don't. You got some shit you just gotta earn.
Nah, nigga.
See,
Why the fuck would
that's
I
why
earn?
I'm a
No,
fail.
no, no, no. Why the fuck as a man would I earn anything when you've giving pussy to other niggas? It's not the
Okay,
same. It's used.
you
It's
said
used
you
pussy.
don't like a woman with no restrictions.
Yeah, on sexually. Not saying that she's a whore, but when it comes to us having sex, I want everything.
Like me personally, ain't nobody can like as far as anal. Only my husband, if there's something he want to do.
But why would you hold it for your husband? Like,
I'm just saying,
see, you got bad
like,
pussy, man. Your mind already fucked up. You trying to secure a husband. You trying to what the fuck after you the husband? It ain't nothing left to get. Like you supposed to.
at least I can say, baby,
I'm putting if I'm
nigga
going
had the
fishing.
mouth, nigga had the pussy. Ain't
If I
nobody had that ass.
look, really, my nigga.
I'm just saying.
Really. Uh,
I'm just saying.
really. So hold on. So you saying your ass is more valuable than your pussy?
That's not what I'm saying.
I'm asking.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You said this is what you said. They had the mouth, they had the pussy, but nobody has the ass. So why you didn't give them the ass and not the pussy?
First of all, I don't think I'm into anal.
You said you never done it.
I haven't.
So how you know?
I don't even like a finger in my butt.
So how do you know?
I don't know. I know I don't like a finger in my butt, so I can only assume
So,
I wouldn't like a dick
hold on.
in
This
there.
is funny. This is funny. So
Oh my god.
when I started like really getting sexual, I was in ninth grade,
Mm-hmm.
and I was around like a lot of white chicks, right?
Mm.
Their thing was to let niggas fuck them in the ass, but not they pussy. They didn't want they hymen broke.
Okay.
That was a thing.
Okay.
I'm saying your mindset is your ass is more valuable than your pussy.
That's not my mindset. You're putting words in my mouth.
I'm just saying
it's not about what's more valuable. My thing is, okay, for example, I'm not letting a regular nigga just skeet on my face just because we fucking.
What's a nigga?
If I'm just fucking you, I'm not letting you skeet on my face. If you my sneaky link, quote unquote, all that good shit, you're not skeeting on my face. Like, it's not happening.
Oh.
So that's why I said no limitations. I'm a fail.
I'm not really asking.
Okay.
I'm not gonna ask.
I'm just really 50 Shades of Gray.
But I'm not asking. I'm not asking. I'm not asking no bitch. I'm just.
It just is what it is.
Look, my nigga. If you, especially if you on them knees and I'm standing up, bitch, you better hold on, bitch.
Shit, be a bumpy ride.
You could be a bad motherfucker tonight. You gonna be bad as hell, fucking around with me, shit. You ain't gonna come back. You have to figure out if you like it or not. You gotta make a decision, bitch. You bad or you ain't. Cause bitch, I'm still going. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not asking no questions.
See, that's a problem.
Because to me, and that's why you need to have. That's why you just kind of be having sex with anybody. Because to me, that's part of sex. I feel like if I stick my penis in you, anything goes.
That's if why I ain't got no man to take care of me.
If I can skeet in you and potentially get you pregnant, and we can birth a child together, Bitch, skiing on your face ain't really that bad when you can just wipe this shit off and ain't gotta worry about the consequences later.
We using a rubber.
Magic 8 Ball. Is she lying or not? Let me see what this shit say.
Really?
This bitch don't even know what's up. Damn.
No. If you my sneaky link, we not having sex raw. That's first because I don't want to get pregnant, and then I don't want no STDs. Like,
You can still get STD with a condom.
yeah, but it's just the uh, it make my skin crawl just thinking about it.
But you don't need to have sex then.
I do.
Well, you just say you want a sexual person though.
I'm really not. And then another thing, don't nobody tussle with me. I've never had an orgasm. Orgasm by penetration, never. So I came to the
Bad
point
pussy
where it's
management.
like
Bad pussy
I
management.
don't even.
I told you.
90% of women have never had one in their life. So it's a common
90,
thing.
I think that's a lie.
But it was
Look
60.
it up. I'm about to say.
It
I was
was
thinking it was 60.
60.
It was 60. So you lying because I didn't
was
gave
60.
half that population a good. So
She
I
was
just
faking.
I don't give a damn. I got
Most of the
mine.
women that's watching this got the perfect
look,
fake orgasm
look,
noises.
Look, I don't give a damn. I ain't gonna lie. I got what the fuck I came for, bitch. You better get your own
And
because you finna be mad.
that's why I don't have sex.
But
That's why.
but
Because niggas are selfish.
it's
Selfish.
just I'm be honest. It just depends on how I feel when I get in there.
I make myself come. Like, by clear stimulation. That's an orgasm. That's easy.
Yeah.
But
But look, I'm guessing Laura Harvey has a great fake orgasm. And she pretty too.
she's gorgeous and she got sex appeal.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't really too much that she gotta do. And that's the thing about women when it comes to dating. It's so easy for y'all.
No, it's not.
You just gotta look pretty.
Yeah, it's easy to find any old man. It's not easy
Look,
to find somebody that's worth something.
my thing is, if you pretty and a nigga got money and he's a fairly decent human being, I don't know what else you really just want. Like my thing is,
No.
this is the thing, and I think this is why men are trying to figure out this woman experience because women make dating a lot more complicated than what it has to be. People in general, but for the most part, it's women. Like, what are you looking for? What fantasy? What romantic thing? What women are always looking for the it factor or the certain type of feel from a nigga, and it's like, why are you looking for that? Why does that have to be a requirement instead of just the requirement of a man just being good to you, taking care of you? More ways than financial, but if he's financially stable, can take care of you, can put you in the house, take care of your kids, you're not stressed out, he not running the streets, he not beating your ass, he ain't bringing no STDs home, you ain't hearing nothing fucked up about him, you ain't heard no backdoor gay shit about him. You like he's a man, like, and he all about you. I don't understand.
That's great, but that's not easy to find, and you don't.
So you don't
get
think that's
that
not easy? That's not easy to find.
in my age group. My peers. No, it's not easy to find. Like that's great to have,
So
and
why
you
would
gotta
but
have more
you
than just being pretty to get there.
But you 26, but why are you dating men in your age range though?
I'm not dating men. Well, I have, but what I'm saying is, I don't supposed to date men in my age
Fuck
range.
no.
Only older.
Yeah, you definitely should only date older men.
You the first man I think I've ever heard say that. The only man.
Why?
Well, no, you the second.
Why shouldn't you date older men?
I'm not saying you shouldn't. I said in the beginning that I only date men that's older
Yeah,
than
you
me.
should. But why would people say you shouldn't though?
I don't know.
Because you have that age advantage that mean like if he's older than you, he feels like he's with a younger, more vibrant woman. That's what men want. Men, and the thing is, girls just want to have fun, like the song say.
That's
Girls just want to
that's not
have
true.
fun. Girls do just want to have fun.
Okay, girls may just want to have
Women, and when they say girl, they're talking about women, all inclusive.
Look, semantics.
No,
Girl may just want to have fun.
Word semantics. No, all of them want to have fun. And I'm telling you, from my dating experience, from meeting people, women, and having one night stands and fucking on the first night, and just seeing the shit they just want to have fun. They want a good time. They want to laugh. They want to go for drinks, and they want to get their back blown out at the end of the night. That's what it is. And the thing is, with this sexual liberation, which is to the demise of family, it's hard for men to just respect women because when you have sex with so many women, you lose respect for women in general.
They become disposable.
You feel that way, yes. If you can always get a fucking dollar, you're gonna just feel like, oh, I know this is coming tomorrow.
Just me when it comes to money.
Yeah, but
That's why I'm always
I'm just saying,
broke.
I'm using that as an analogy.
Yeah.
When you feel like, oh, well, I know this bitch gonna let me fuck, at least in 3 days, fuck her. Then if I don't like it, I know another 3 days I can, meet somebody
But
on
somebody
Tinder,
else.
Facebook, Instagram, and fuck her,
Yeah.
right?
And that's why it's so hard to find all those things you listed. He ain't fucking off. He ain't in the streets. He take care of home. He take care of the kids.
But that,
That's
but
not
that's
easy
not
to
that's not
find.
that's not
That's
men's
a
fault.
rarity.
That's not men's fault though.
So let me
Women
guess.
women
It's their
control.
mama fault.
No,
Go ahead.
women control who they fuck, how they
Men
fuck.
control they fuck too.
We always want to fuck. That's just a natural thing. I don't know why y'all had. I don't know why they continuously have this
I don't know why
round
men
argument.
continue
Why
to
they try?
use that
Why
as an
why why
excuse.
why women always go against nature and shit. You in there, I don't think if we could hear animals talk, I don't think we'll ever hear the female animal saying, "Oh, they just want to fuck." Like, no, bitch, they always want to fuck. What the fuck? Like, I gotta be the responsible one, and that's how life is. Somebody's always going to be more responsible. We don't. It's never going to be a time where everybody's equally responsible. That's the whole 50 argument that we go through. We said women or men having this 50-50 debate, which is stupid. There's never if you're in a relationship, it should be 100. You should give your 100. I should give my 100.
So
And
men lead except when it comes to sex.
we lead doing that too, but
Okay.
we don't choose who we fuck. And when I say
Okay.
we lead, I lead sexually on what we do sexually, right?
Men definitely have a choice in who they fuck.
I didn't say
Just like
we.
women do.
No.
You can't
I,
fuck me without my permission. I understand it.
okay, that's
I
why you
get
have the term
exactly.
rape. We have a whole
I get
term
what you
rape.
mean by women choose who they have sex
Okay,
with,
then so
but
if you
men
don't, but
do
okay,
too.
and so when it comes to sex, women are supposed to be the responsible party. You got to understand. You at the end of the day, if I have sex with a woman, she will be left with more consequences if she's pregnant and responsibility longer than I will.
See that whole mind frame for me is a problem.
Because
We
you're a
put
modern
all the
woman.
responsibility on the woman, and
We don't put
then
all the responsibility. We're talking about sex.
okay, put
So if your requirement is just strict, your responsibility on who you fuck and how you fuck, and my responsibility on if the woman that I choose to take on is that my responsibility on how I take care of her. We both have responsibilities that we have to bear.
okay.
But it's always when you say this and you tell women, yeah, a man's responsibility is to take care of his woman. That's his responsibility, and a woman's responsibility is to choose a suitable partner to be with. Then why is that the issue? We both have responsibilities to take care of each other.
Okay. I agree with
But
that.
women don't like that. Women want to have sexual liberation and still have a man take care of them, but men don't operate like that because men find it hard to love a woman when she's had a checkered past
Why?
because she's had a lot of dicks. I don't want a bitch with a lot of dicks.
But you had a lot of pussies, right?
Saying that you go back.
I'm just asking. I'm not trying to
that you go
go in
back,
a circle. I'm just asking.
and I'm telling you, I've had a lot of pussy.
Okay, so my question
And
is,
hold on, you asked me, so I'm gonna break it down. I've had a lot of pussy, but I can only get those pussies unless women allow me. I don't have no rape charges. Y'all, my name is Cedric Demetrius Allen Jr. You can look my name up, see what the fuck I got. I ain't got no charges, sexual assault, none of that bullshit. So women allow me to do that.
okay.
Yeah, you see how I talk on Facebook. Ain't no bitch came on there said no foul shit about me when it comes to sexually. Ain't no bitch ain't came on there and said that.
I would hope not. They don't
But
supposed to.
but I'm just saying this shit. The word that I say, it could definitely be a bitch can just be like, oh, that nigga with the wool, fly
But
off the handle.
this is where I'm going with it. A man, a woman to complain about her deadbeat baby daddy, and it's like it's your fault because you gave him the pussy. But what about his accountability for just being a no good ass deadbeat ass nigga? okay, I made a mistake by having sex with the wrong person, but you're just not a good
And that's
person.
go back to when I was saying that us as people, we don't vet people well enough
Okay.
because
Long as it's that.
we lead with sex.
Long as it's that and not just that,
We
well, women make the choice, so
women do make the
it's her
choice.
fault.
No, it is her
No,
fault.
no. Men gotta
Hold
learn to
on,
take
hold on, hold on, hold on. No, no,
accountability.
no. Even when we look at animals, right? We some people say we animals, some people say we aren't. But at the end of the day, humans have the bigger brain than every species, and we're more complex in every way. But
Hmm.
when it comes to this remedial subject, we always try to make it more complex than what it is, right? When just you could look at the lions. Hell, a woman, the female lion doesn't even just go out there and fuck just any nigga. The nigga has to prove himself that he's capable of taking a nigga that got the
Even certain
pride now
species of
and feed the fucking family and do every XYZ and protect the herd. And if the hyenas come, they can all help us fight and shit. Like they don't just go and just say, "Oh, I'm horny, so I'm just gonna fuck this man today because I'm just sexually liberated and we can go and do what we want to do." And oh, I'm pregnant. I just gonna go lay on the table and kill it real quick. Nobody says nobody's
oh
doing,
my
and we
god.
are, and this is the crazy thing. We are the people with the biggest fucking brains, and we make this shit so trivial when it's so fucking simple. They tell you you can judge a people by their women. Women dictate how men move. In the 90s, you had women saying, I want to throw. You had your Adina Howard, you had your TLC. I don't want no scrub. The Adina Howard time I want to roughneck, satisfy me, all of this bullshit. And niggas was perpetuating that thug image. It's niggas locked up right now to this day. There's never been a thug, never been a gangster, but they put on a persona hanging out with the wrong people to impress hoes. Just think about niggas that join fraternities and shit. They don't even like the fucking fraternity, but they see the niggas in the fraternity getting a lot of fucking pussy. They see all the bitches that show up at the fucking frat houses and parties and shit like that. Niggas don't even know about the damn fucking Greek gods and shit like that, but they know, oh, I'm finna give you some pussy as soon as I shimmy a little motherfucking bitch. I know I'm gonna fuck this bitch. So like, why are we making this shit? We niggas do shit to
Oh,
get
you're gonna
pussy.
have to
Niggas
toast it is.
niggas get cars. Nigga, it's niggas I know now. Nigga, I was that nigga. Nigga, I had the Crown Vic on 24. Nigga pulling up the club, not going in there. Hey, bitch, come, let me talk to you. Woo, woo. And I know the bitch, she see my rims and shit like that when that shit was popular. And she doing the shit because niggas do shit for the women. If bitches was right now, I was like, I'm not fucking niggas until unless they doctors. Well,
The dang
what?
game will be
Okay,
changed.
so if you know that right now, women dictate how men act when it comes to women on what they do to try to get women. If you just said that if women strictly just say I'm not fucking a nigga unless he's a doctor, you just said the dang game of change. So you know this. You hold on,
It's a
don't
hyper.
bullshit, don't
It's not
bullshit.
gonna happen though. Yeah, I know
It's
that.
not we know,
If
but it's a
every woman
hypothetical.
stands down on all 10 toes and she only fuck with doctors, men with their PhD, sorry, yeah,
Okay.
it'll be a lot
So,
of more black
okay, we
men
know
in
this is a
college.
hypothetical. Okay, we know it's a hypothetical, but I'm just saying. So we know women. That's why they say you can judge a people by their women. So when you see a lot of young black boys out there in this society perpetuating this shit, like,
We gonna blame it on women?
look, okay, FBG Duck Woman, you know what it is?
No,
Have you seen her?
I don't think so.
Okay, I want
Please do.
everybody that is watching this to go look up who FBG Duck Mama is, the shit she says, how she moves, all the gangster shit she says. She want everybody to go have revenge for her son out here killing and doing all this other shit. This is a bitch that has 10 kids and lost 5 of her kids.
Mm.
They did. So these are people, these are the women that's getting out here and raising these young men that to be more violent, be more crazy. They're not telling them, hey, you should go to school or do this or get a trade or find something that's legal to do. No, a lot of these men are growing up and have to be the man of the house. And typically, if you're too young to get a fucking job, you're gonna start selling dope and doing a whole bunch of other crazy shit to illegally to make money to take care of your mama, because a lot of women are putting this shit on their children. The thing is, in 2022, we ain't even got to go back. We ain't got to go past 2022. This shit is simple. The shit that you can see on social media, period. The shit you can see on social media about bitches dealing with fucked up baby daddies. Why the fuck these bitches still fucking these niggas?
Okay.
If you can see this shit real time, bitches throwing clothes over balconies, pouring bleach on clothes, and doing a whole bunch of crazy shit. If you can see this shit on fucking social media, my nigga, then why the fuck is you still fucking these niggas? Why the fuck your vetting process isn't better? Why the fuck? Why the fuck? And women like to always use this lie. I got pregnant on birth control. Birth control is a 99, 98 percentile success rate.
Okay.
98.
Okay.
Do you know how you want? Y'all
But
want
if
me to
she
tell you?
do get
Yeah, hold
pregnant
on,
and she go
hold
get
on.
an
That's 1%.
abortion,
That's
that's
that.
a problem.
No, I'm not saying that's a problem, but I'm gonna say this. You got to understand this. If you have to go get an abortion from a nigga that you fucked, you shouldn't have been fucking him in the first place.
Okay, I completely
Okay,
100%
so
agree.
that's bad.
But
That's bad. Hold
we've
on,
went from
that's bad.
FGB
No, no,
duck.
no, 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 no. I'm
Okay, go
telling
ahead.
you, I'm breaking all this shit full circle.
Mm-hmm.
So that's bad pussy management.
Mm-hmm.
Once again. And that's why all this shit tie into Laura Harvey when we talking about like men taking care of women and women saying they're not ready and the woman experience. A lot of times the woman experience is based in what she wants men to do. And when men jump through these hoops to do it, now it leaves men baffled as to why the woman does not want to commit further after he's jumped through those hoops to do the experience that you're asking for. If you say, "Hey, I want a man that does X, Y, Z," and I do X, Y, Z, and then I say, "Hey, let's get married," then why isn't the issue? Oh, she's too young. She's not ready. She doesn't know herself. Oh, I'm 25. So, and that's why I say women don't actually understand that 25, baby, you kind of old in the dating range. You got to understand my parents and parents before and people around my parents' age, my folks got married at 19.
It's a totally different
Exactly.
generation.
I agree.
It's very rare.
I
Unless
agree.
they was high school sweethearts,
Look, no,
it's very rare.
I agree with you.
And
It's
I feel
not
like
no, that's not
that's
rare for that age to get married. Our time is rare.
yeah, that's what I'm saying in
Yeah.
our time.
But the thing is, it's because the women have let a lot of shit go on because women dictate the society that we're in. You can judge a people by their women. When
Okay.
women said in the 90s, I want X, Y, Z, you can look up statistically single father, single mother households and
So basically
prison
what
going
we
up.
saying is men are gullible, men don't have a mind for themselves,
No, I didn't
and
say men
men
are
are
gullible.
easily influenced because everything I've heard you say from FGB
No,
Duck, I think,
hold on. Yeah, men are not gullible. Men are led with sex.
and that's personally
That's a
me,
natural thing.
but that's a problem.
How? Why are we still making natural shit so trivial?
It's
I'm
not about
looking
it
at
being
you because
because at this point we're more complex than animals. Okay, well, act like it. We're more
that's what I'm
complex when
saying.
it comes to everything except for sex.
That's what I'm saying.
But why? And on top of that, all this stuff about women did this. When women said they ain't want no scrubs, niggas start selling drugs. When women said they wanted this, men started doing that. Where's the accountability for men? I never hear you talk about
What you
the
mean?
accountability for men. It's always because
I just told you the
he went
accountability.
and sold drugs because that's what the woman wanted. So now he in prison. It's her fault. No.
Look, I done told you the accountability for men. Men are accountability for taking care of his family, his household, and his kids, and make sure.
Okay, so
They
what
don't go.
about
But
FGB Duck baby daddy, who she had all these kids with? Where he at? Why he ain't in the house?
why she fuck the nigga anyway? Why she
But
fucking nigga
okay,
that she
she
want to be
made
there?
a mistake by
Hold on,
having sex with
you
him.
believe in chain of events?
He's a
Do you believe in
fucked
chain
up
of?
person.
Do you believe in chain of
Period.
events? Do you believe
Of
that
course,
you had to do this?
snowball effect.
Okay, so chain
Okay.
of events, you believe that? So she first has to agree.
Okay.
That's the first chain.
Okay. She
So if
agreed.
she does
She
not
got
agree,
pregnant. He a fuck nigga. It's all her fault.
if she does not agree,
None of this would ever happen.
is
Okay.
that true?
But she agreed. She agreed because you provided a
Okay,
representative
so
of this person that you are.
it's no going further. It's no
But
going
what I'm
further.
saying is, you can't say it's her fault for fucking him. Okay, but it's his fault for being a no good ass nigga. Like, we got to share responsibility here.
No.
And this is my problem with men in
Hold on, let me
2022.
hold on.
We
I'm gonna
don't
let you.
need
I'm gonna let you.
no.
I'm gonna let you say. I'm gonna let you say what you finna say. But I'm gonna say this: it's not my fault for being a no good ass nigga because I come to you as a no good ass nigga.
No, you come to me with your representative.
No. Listen,
Yeah.
do you know how many? I'm just gonna be real. I've met women in the club and I fucked them the same night, meeting them in the club. I know their name. I just get their name, what you doing, dance on, freak on them, and it gets to the point where I fucked them. She did not vet me. She didn't know if I was no good or not. Do you know how many babies are made off one night stands?
A lot.
Okay, so
And
like
that's
I'm saying, exactly what I'm saying is women are not vetting men to say, oh, he's no good or not. Women are leading with vagina.
and men are leading with the vagina, but only thing men want is sex.
Men leading with dick, women leading with
Okay,
vagina.
so say
But
that.
no, and I said that we can rewind it, but I said the responsible party
It's the woman.
is the
That's
woman.
where my problem comes in. Because I can make a mistake and have sex with you first night. I don't have no children, by the way, but I
Sex
can.
ain't a mistake, but okay,
Okay, not a mistake because you ain't trip and fall in the pussy.
okay,
Semantics. You get exactly what
okay,
I'm saying.
okay. Go ahead.
I can choose to have sex with you, make a mistake, or get pregnant by mistake or whatever, because you didn't pull out. You laid in that pussy and nutted. So you
Who
get me
pulls out?
pregnant.
Who the fuck pulls out? But go ahead.
Grown ups who don't want children. Responsible
We
adults.
already like. I'm gonna just tell you. I'm gonna have a lady on here talk
Oh
about sex
no.
education, but people don't use condoms because she's like the rising STDs in 17 to 24-year old, 14 to 24-year-olds is on a crazy rise with herpes and syphilis. But go ahead, finish what you're doing. What you're saying.
I don't even know where I was.
But you saying something about condoms,
All
pulling
right.
out.
I we I choose to have sex. We choose to have sex with each other first night. We
Mm-hmm.
share this responsibility
Mm-hmm.
and we choose to have sex together tonight. And we get pregnant because this is our baby, not just mine, not just yours, but ours.
Okay.
Okay. You turn out to be not shit. You absolutely right. It's my fault because I should have vetted you. If I say this nigga ain't shit, well, bitch, you didn't get to know him. Absolutely. But that still doesn't take away from the fact that you're not shit. You still have to take
But
accountability for the fact that you're not shit.
so, but we can't.
I play a part, but you also play
No,
a part.
no. Look. The thing is, we cannot sit here and act like everybody is some shit though. And that's what you're trying to do.
Okay,
Is that
everybody.
you're trying to act like everybody is some shit. And we're old enough. We're old enough and at the age now that we should know that everybody ain't shit. Or everybody is some shit. Or however the shit goes or falls in the toilet. You feel what I'm saying? But my thing is we have to understand and realize that there's some fucked up people. We know
Yes.
this. So that's what I'm saying. We know that so many people are fucked up and dealing with so much shit and crazy people. We're not even vetting. Like, this is the thing. You think R. Kelly's wife could have known that he was a child fucker if she vetted him a little bit more?
I don't know. I can't speak. I don't know when they got married. If he had already been accused of certain things by the time she met him, then absolutely. But I
Okay.
don't know the time frame and how the events went down.
Okay. But I'm just saying, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you got all this stuff coming out where men are having families and kids, and then they come out where he been raping people and doing all this stuff.
Mhm.
It's like, how do people get to a point and be in a relationship where they can do all of these things while in a relationship? I like, what time do you like, what's raping
Just
hours? Like I was like, this is some real shit we need to know. Like, is it lunch? You do this shit on your lunch? Like, you like, bitch, like, this is what my mom used to always say. I know your dad ain't doing too much because I look at his check stub. I
hmm,
know what time he go to work. I know his hours. I count all day. I
I
know when
know
he
what that
comes.
check better be.
You feel what I'm saying? So if I know you, if I'm a woman, I see your check stub. You working 60 hours a week, and you at home another 60 hours this week. You ain't got time to do that. So how the fuck is these niggas able to do this?
I understand it, but
So vetting is a woman's best ability, and y'all love to say this dumbass shit. Women, we have discernment or my intuition. Y'all ain't got no fucking intuition. If y'all would have intuition and shit, y'all won't be fucking the wrong
I
niggas.
feel like everybody got intuition.
And no,
I feel like
everybody,
everyone has
no, we've
discernment.
all seen dits
When
in
I
that.
say everyone, I mean men and women. It's not just a
But
woman
no,
thing or a
but
man
women
thing.
try to act like it's a woman thing.
I'm sure they do, but what I believe
Okay,
it's
so
not a
why?
woman thing or a
But
man
okay,
thing.
but I'm just saying. So I'm saying what generally women say. Women typically like to say they have intuition. Do they not?
Yeah, but they're not saying it because it's something they've experienced. It's because it's something that they've always heard.
I've heard women say all the time. I knew that my woman
Yeah,
intuition was that's how I
but,
knew the nigga was cheating. Not
but
because
it's
I
not
heard. It's just
because she some came down and told her that nigga cheating. Now it's because she ended up going through his phone looking and caught him
but women say that.
because it's something they've always heard.
But they had to hear it
Yeah,
from
they
women
say
because
it.
men don't say that shit. I don't hear.
Men do say it, but yeah,
I ain't seen no nigga say that. And if a nigga say that, I know he ain't dealt with women enough because a bitch ain't got no fucking intuition.
I feel like men and women have discernment.
I'm just gonna say this: women ain't got no motherfucking intuition.
Okay, my whole point was, and it was simply this:
Okay, go ahead.
we got to stop telling men that the bad decisions that they made can all be blamed on their mama or their wife or their auntie. Like we gotta stop giving men this false idea that they're not responsible for their actions and everything that they do is because of their mama or their great granny. Like we gotta stop doing it because what happens is a loss of respect, number one, and then no accountability. It's no accountability. And it's that rhetoric that it's her fault because she chose and it's all on her that continue to let fuck niggas be fuck niggas and deadbeats be deadbeats because they're being told, just like women always been told, girl, you got a women's intuition. So they start to believe it. Men continue to be told that you're a fuck boy and you're a deadbeat daddy because of your mama. So now, what he gonna teach his son the same thing, and his son gonna teach his son, and it's just gonna be a continued cycle. And then eventually, I already feel now the dating pool is very shallow for black women that's trying to date black men. It's just gonna get more and more shallow until it's depleted. You had it right the first time.
No,
That's the point. That's my whole
no.
point. Men
So
got to take accountability. That's it.
listen,
Michael B. Jordan got to take accountability for the fact that Lori left his ass because apparently he wasn't communicating. He could have been because if he just
I
as
don't know.
surprised as everybody else that
I
she
don't.
left, he
I
wasn't
don't
talking to
know if
her.
they broke up for real. I ain't seen nothing that really just said they broke up. I seen like news articles and shit like that. I also seen a news article that said, damn, and it came that ASAP Rocky had cheated with Rihanna, and that came out to be false. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
that was fake.
Them folks ain't came out and said nothing. I don't know, but it's just a topic they were talking
Yeah.
about the woman experience. Men want to know, jumping through hoops, for women and still not getting the prize in the end is always going to be baffling. And when women say they know what they want, but we know time and time again that women have proven they don't know what they want. They say they want roughnecks, then all of this shit that was a thing. We had the music to show that, and we had the crime increase and the single mother homes increase and stuff like that. And my thing is, if you believe in chain events, like you said, you believe in chain of events, it starts with a decision, a yes. If you don't have a yes, it's called rape.
I feel like men just need to start being
I
more
know, you're gonna,
strong and not being so heavily influenced by women.
my
Pussy
nigga,
ain't gonna make me go sell drugs and go to prison
my
for life.
nigga,
It just ain't.
my nigga,
Sorry.
my nigga. Sex in
Sorry.
general, sex fucks people up. Okay, in general, it's just a general thing. We all like to feel good. We've overstimulated. We all can see so much sex on TV. Sex is at our phones. We're a hypersexual society. Never in before history has people just been this sexual. And a lot of it is because we're a bored ass society, right?
We ain't
You,
doing nothing
we ain't
else.
got shit to do. We just bored. You bored, you fuck. Cause I can't do shit, but I can't do shit else. I'm bored, so I'm fucking. A lot of motherfuckers ain't got no money to go do other shit. So I'm paying for this apartment. I'm gonna fuck in every room in this bitch. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, when you gotta think about generations before that, you had men that worked with their hands, carpentry, building, all outside doing shit. So men, like I said, the idle mind is the devil workshop, right? So when you understand that, we gonna be fucking. We bored. You got people that's arguing, can a man be a woman and a woman be a man? You got people arguing, Can men use the women's restroom and women use the men's restroom? You got people arguing, can children decide if they're transgender or not? Like these are conversations that we're having, and you only get those type of conversations when you're bored or society is very, very plentiful. Right? That's the only time you get it. They've done studies on this, plenty of studies. And right now we are a bored society. Like they did a study on Tinder, why women get on Tinder and go on dates and shit like that. Women typically go on Tinder because they're bored. That's a study that they
I
did.
think social media in general, people go on social media because they're bored, and Tinder is included in social media.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Tinder is a dating app.
Social
Social
media.
media is not a dating app.
Okay.
Facebook is not a dating app.
Okay.
Is it? I'm saying
You can date on social media. You got a whole tab for dating.
now, bro. When that dating app came on now?
It it's recent, but
Okay,
what I'm saying is, it's all a part of social media. It's
okay,
where you go to be
okay,
social.
okay. If you wanna use semantics,
It's the
social,
truth. It is what it
but
is.
like they were saying, I don't get on Facebook because I'm bored.
I do.
I don't get on Facebook. I'm bored.
I
I
do.
actually have a good time on fucking Facebook. Shit. I have a great fucking
You
time.
do.
I have a
You
great
do.
fucking time on
You
Facebook. So
do.
it's like I
Troll
don't,
of the year.
nigga. I'm not a fucking troll, bro. I ain't no fucking troll. I'm just saying we're bored as a society. So when you're bored, you fuck, and when you're bored, fucking, you have a lot of babies and shit. You ain't got wars to worry about. You really ain't got food to worry about. You got the government giving away a lot of fucking money. So if you do fuck up, you got somebody to take care of you and shit like that. You got people, even like COVID then show that people don't really want to work. And if they don't have to work, they're not. Yeah, restaurant business has not been the same. Yeah, they still got, people saying they ain't got enough employees. Taking a long time to get your food. So what I'm saying is, yes, right now we are a boy society. Everybody's leading with sex. Everybody wants to fuck. My thing is, and we all agree that there's a chain of events. If a woman says yes, and it has to start with the woman to have sex, we don't get in a lot of the shit that we have. We don't have a lot of single mother homes. We don't have a lot of guys being raised without a father with no guidance. Even you even have this debate on social media that women think that they can raise boys to be men. Now, if your child is a successful young man, does not mean that you raised a boy to be a man because he's successful or he does good, he plays basketball, he ends up going to school or whatever. That does not mean you raised a boy to be a man because there are different principles that are needed for men to understand, to navigate, to be healthy. Because when you understand that suicide in men is on the rise, do you know that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm saying is women don't like to be responsible for their responsibilities. And sex is strictly a woman's responsibility. You
No,
don't know if
she
I'm no good.
choose.
You don't know if I'm no good if you don't
It's
bet me.
her responsibility. If she choose to have sex, it's all her fault that the nigga ain't no good because she chose to have sex with him. But then once she raises that child to become a successful adult, it's not because of her that he's a great
No, no,
man.
no, no. I didn't say successful. I said a man. That's
And
two different
it's
things.
not because of her.
No, I didn't say she could.
Everything
No,
else
hold on, hold
leading
on,
up to
hold on,
him,
hold
if
on.
he was a
No,
fuck up, it would have been because of her.
no. If he's successful, it could definitely be because of his mother. I'm not saying that.
But she
I
didn't
said
raise him to be a man.
no, she didn't.
Okay.
I know plenty of successful men that have
So
they don't even know how to navigate in a
let me
room full of men.
rephrase. So everything leading up to him being a great man was because of her. The her being a great man ain't because of her, because she didn't make him that man.
It's things that a woman would never.
It's the hypocrisy
It's
to
not being
me.
hypocrisy. I'm
I'm
telling
just
you,
saying.
I've been around men, successful men, and they complain about the things that their mother did to them, and they don't even understand the social cues between men and how men are supposed to interact, what men are supposed to say, simple guy codes and shit like that. Like women do not teach men those things. If he's successful, his mother might say, hey, you should go and do this. That might be her influence on his life. Yes, he couldn't be successful, and a woman can push. Even men that get married, women influence those men to be successful and do certain things. Hey, I think you should try this or try that. Yes, I agree. Women can help a man be successful. I'm not saying that, but things and gifts and learning things and how men supposed to move in the room and doing certain things and understanding certain things and how to take on like emotional responses. That's why men don't even talk to women about emotional shit because like women always have an issue with, and this is a thing that somebody taught me. When a woman gives you a problem, it's like, are you venting or do you want to solve a problem? Because when I'm having a problem, if I'm having an emotional issue, I want to solve the problem. A lot of times when it comes to women, women just want to fucking vent. They don't want to solve the problem. Men, we are problem solvers by nature. That's a nature thing. And sometimes when you even trying to rationalize or how to try to solve a problem, it's going to be hard for a man to understand how to rationalize or solve a problem being raised with a single mother. Because now he's doing the same. And I've seen it so many times. A nigga have an issue and a problem, and he's crying just like a bitch will cry. Like, what the fuck, my nigga? Like, that shit don't fly over here with a group full of men. You're gonna be singled out, you're gonna be considered weak. Nigga, this is a dog eat dog world. I'm not finna be around a fucking nigga. If I was at war right now and a nigga started crying and nigga bullets flying over my fucking head, I'm like, bro, is this nigga fucking crying? And these niggas shooting at us?
I feel like men are confused.
Men are not confused. This is simple
Definitely
shit.
confused.
It's confusing because you're a woman, you don't understand.
I'm just saying, okay.
Go ahead.
If we in that man cave and the man started crying, what the fuck? But then we talk about how women got it where men can express their emotions. Apparently, y'all don't want to.
Men do not handle emotions like that.
Okay. So men don't cry.
I didn't say men didn't cry.
It's a problem for men to cry.
I didn't say it's a problem for men to cry either.
Okay, so what were you
But
saying?
if I'm in a room full of men and
Okay.
I'm having an issue, it has to be sometimes. This is a funny story, right? I'm just gonna say this, and I ain't gonna put nobody shit out there because they follow me, but this is happening. if we having just a group conversation as men, and you're around other men that don't really know you like that, and you bust out crying because you get emotional around these niggas that don't know you, that is a issue. Now, if you in a
safe space,
I
agree.
But the thing is, I've seen women do that too.
Okay.
Cry in spaces where they want to be coddled or want the attention or shit like that. I've seen women do that too. A man should not be crying in a space where it's not his homeboys or some shit like that, or his father or somebody he knows since he was a child, or somebody that's just a really good guidance for him in his life. But I've seen niggas cry in spaces where it's like, bro, it's like 7 niggas in here and you only know 2. Like, what the fuck? Like, we talking about, and we as men talking about a real issue, and we trying to figure it out and trying to solve it. And you a grown ass man crying in a space where, listen, we all looking at each other like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got you.
men don't work. We don't operate like that. And so men are not easily influenced. We're not gullible, but we are.
That's what
led.
it sounds like when you say that pussy will make a man change all his morals.
Hold on. 1 minute, y'all.
His foundation.
1 minute, y'all women love to say pussy run the world.
I don't say that. I understand that a lot of women I don't
Okay.
believe that.
Okay,
I feel
so you
like
don't
money
believe-
rule the world.
Okay.
Power runs the world.
Power runs
Money
the world.
and power. And I don't believe that pussy is power. Well, okay.
Well, we know you have bad pussy management anyway.
Yeah, I got bad pussy management anyway.
It doesn't matter.
But pussy definitely has power, but I don't know if it was anything out here in this world that can make me throw away my morals and go and sell drugs. I realize that's not something that's good for me. Pussy, I don't believe me as a man, and I don't believe for many men out here that pussy will make him change the whole direction of his life. Just because he feel like bitches want drug dealers, he gonna go and drop out of school and go start selling drugs because he wants some pussy. I just don't believe it.
But you have the other spectrum too. Pussy could make you be successful.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like I could go and do this, or I could go do that.
But say that. But the general always that. Hold on. Pussy got men in the position that they're in, and that's why men ain't shit because of women. No, it can't be that.
Yeah, typically.
We can agree to disagree.
No,
Because
typically
I feel like any man that's
you
in
got single
a
mother
horrible
raised. Hold on.
position because of some pussy, he deserved to be there. Because she nothing had that much influence and power over you. That's
But
just me personally.
how could we say? How could that statement? Like I'm a black and white person, right? But to say that statement, and we got so much shit that influences us,
Hmm.
so much.
Yeah,
So why is it an issue if pussy influences a
a
man when you have
collective,
social
a
media?
collective of things. That's a collective, not just one particular thing that's making all these changes. We're talking about a collective
No,
of
no, you're trying to
things.
make it a collective because some people do shit for likes.
Okay.
That's just social media. That's an app. That's one thing. You have people setting themselves on fire
Hmm.
2 3 years ago. Like, and we
In
are
Tide Pods, all that stupid
we
shit.
are supposed to be the intelligent ones. Just think about that.
I understand
So
all of
that's what I'm
that.
saying. Why? And we know what endorphins and shit get released during sex and having all this. So why is it an issue? Because that's part of the human experience.
It's not an issue. It only becomes an issue in general. It's not an issue.
Mm-hmm.
It only becomes an issue for me when pussy starts being the reasoning behind men's bad behavior. That's it. That simple as that.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't just you have to have an issue with everything then because people have alcohol, you have family issues, you have stuff that happened when you was a kid. Like it's a lot of shit that
We gotta
influence
say
you.
that
It's a lot of shit that influences you
to make those
bad
decisions.
decisions.
Right.
So
So
I don't.
say
But
that.
I'm saying we talking about this one particular thing though.
Okay.
So I'm not trying to encompass all of those things when I'm talking about one thing.
But I feel like it should at least be an honorable mention. All those other things.
Yeah,
Because
you want to make
if
it
not,
because you're trying to
because
muddy the water on the
I'm not trying to
conversation.
muddy the water. I'm just trying to have a clean cut and precise
That ain't
understanding
clean
for
cut and
the
precise
people,
when
for
you
the
add other
men that's
shit.
watching, for the man that may watch this, who go into it with his baby mama. I don't want him to say, "Well, the dude on the new normal podcast said that your pussy the reason I ain't no good." So we just gotta make sure that we make it
Hey,
very clear. It ain't always just, not even always. It's not just the woman that made all these bad things happen. It
uh,
ain't just the pussy.
okay.
And as long as we can clarify that and make that very clear, I can agree with what you say, but we have to make that clear. Because if not, it would be me agreeing that pussy the reason why black men fucked up out here. No, I'm not.
Men in
No.
general, we ain't got to talk just black and white. Men in general.
I mean, in general, sure, but black men fucked up out here. No, no, no. I will not accept the responsibility for y'all bullshit. I will not. Okay. Objection. Thank you. I rest my case, Your Honor.
I'm just gonna let her have that. Whatever she want to say.
I rest my case.
Because I done told her people have issues. And if
Childhood trauma.
yeah, like if your pussy's the influence, and we know naturally you can't help natural shit. I don't understand why. Like I said, we trivialize simple shit. It's a natural imperative to fuck.
Okay.
It's a natural imperative to procreate in us. That's just wired in us when we're birthed, and it's gonna come out of us at some point in time when our hormones and shit start raging. You can't fucking help when you're a 16-year-old boy and your hormones start raging, that testosterone kicking up, and you waking up every morning with a hard fucking dick. You like, gosh, I need some pussy. See, women don't understand that when you wake up with a hard dick every fucking morning.
I say, women, we all start a group chat and we say we ain't fucking with these niggas.
Y'all should.
Yeah, let's
And
start a group chat.
that should be a topic for the
Eight
y'all
figure
really
niggas
should.
only. Because apparently
Eight,
we
hold on,
start
hold on,
telling
hold on,
these
hold on,
niggas eight figures only.
Hold on.
They gonna go out here and fucking start
Hold on.
construction businesses and all type of shit. So let's do this.
But y'all should.
We have to save our
And
race.
the reason y'all should, because it would be great entertainment to see y'all compete over 1% of me. Oh man, that would be amazing.
No, I thought the men was just gonna fall into place and start making eight figures.
It would. My thing is, they don't have to because the pussy. But if y'all did that, you would see a change.
Okay, well, ladies, I'm gonna put the
You
link
gotta
to the
think. It's niggas.
Telegram.
Hold on, am I lying? It's niggas with no jobs getting pussy right now.
Absolutely.
Okay, rest my case. It's niggas with no jobs getting pussy right now. If a nigga with
Question,
no
question. Is that good pussy management or bad pussy management?
that he fucking if he getting
I'm saying what the girl that he fucking with no
bad
that
pussy
he
management.
it's bad pussy management.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Why would you? This is my thing. This is always gonna be my thing. Why would you give your body to someone that you could potentially procreate with, and they don't have a job to
I agree.
be able to take care of
I
that child?
100% agree.
That's my whole issue with women and vetting. That's why I say vetting because, like I said, I've been in positions with women do not know me from shit, but just twerking them in the club for an hour, smashing them, and I don't even remember their name. They don't remember now, and I could have easily gotten them pregnant.
Can we agree? Okay. Okay. You got it. I'm gonna let you have this one. You gave me last one. I'm gonna let you have this one. Go ahead.
Okay. Anything else you want to say about the female experience before we dip?
Listen, ladies, don't settle, first of all.
Oh, hell,
And that don't mean, this a great guy, but leave him alone because you may find better. But at the end of the day, do what's best for you. Cause what would they say? It's a time limit. Women got clocks. Men got clocks. Your pussy always work. His dick gonna stop working at some point. So
Man, let me say, I'm gonna say this. Look, technology a motherfucker right now. Shit, we got plenty of shit to keep that motherfucker working. Shit, it don't even matter.
listen, ladies, your pussy ain't gonna never stop working. His dick gonna stop
the bitch
working.
gonna dry up.
You can always find you a man. He ain't gonna always be able to find him a woman unless he
Shit.
got a big bag.
Look,
So sis, don't settle.
my
I ain't gonna say be
my
like
granddad
Lori.
used to tell me this. He said, "You don't need Viagra. You just need a younger bitch." That's all he used to tell me. You don't need a Viagra. You need a younger bitch, and he kept younger bitches.
Oh my God. That don't necessarily mean be a Lori. However you feel about Lori. We don't know the situation, so I can't say be or not be a Lori. But what I can say
We don't know. We're gonna say we don't know again.
Yeah, we don't know again. But what I can say is just because you've been with somebody a long time don't mean you got to stay with them. And if that nigga ain't doing what you need for him to do, go find you somebody else. And men, if that bitch ain't doing what you need her to do, go find you somebody else. Period.
Yeah, because what one won't do,
Another 3 will.
oh, 3. All right, y'all be easy. It's the New Normal Podcast. You want to tell them your handle? Spell it out for them so they can find you.
PIXSPLZZ on Insta. It's Doopster. It's with 2 eyes. Yeah, y'all follow me and follow the New Normal Podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all come in and make sure y'all come back. That's that on it.
Yo, and we out.
We out. Peace.